Hey guys, Captain Kurt, thanks for joining. We're down at our Florida Training Center here. Jill and I finally got down here and we got started. Last couple weeks, we've had our first batch of students come through. Everybody did great. We got them all flying and everybody was safe. One of the things I wanted to talk about today was what to expect when you're coming in. A lot of people, they don't know what happens when you come in for training, and I have a different approach to things and I have a different way of doing things. So sometimes when people get here, they don't know what to expect. So I like to tell them, and people give me a call on the phone and say, what are we going to do? Are we going to do this? Are we going to do that? So here's what happens. When you order your equipment, first of all, you should know that I do something that nobody else does. First of all, I was one of the first, if not the first instructor in the United States teaching powered paragliding, and I'm still out there. I'm a world record holder with 1,344 students. I'm the only one with a perfect safety record, and I'm definitely the last one they wanted you to find. I explained the difference in the quality of the equipment. There's nothing like the German Fresh Breeze motor. I learned this from trial and error. When the market exploded years ago, I went through 11 different brands, and since then I've owned and flown every brand out there. And if you haven't seen my other videos that will actually take and piece for piece show you what this unit has that's not found on any other brand that's being flown out there, check out those other videos and see what they are. I believe also in free training. I'm the one that trains for free. I'm the only one that trains for free, and I just don't think there should be a price tag or a time limit on safety. Now, that doesn't mean a guy charging it is a bad guy, or that he doesn't know what he's doing, or that he's shady, but there are a lot of shady dealers out there, and they don't like me. In fact, the more they whine about Flightjunkies training for free, you can probably bet that that's one of your shady guys. But I just believe it's the key to safety. I have a flawless safety record, even in 1,344 students, and we're going to keep it that way. I get ridiculed for training for free and not charging for it, that I'm devaluing the importance of training. It's quite the contrary. I think it's so important that nobody should skip it, and so I've always made it for free. Some people come into this sport and they don't have the money to spend $3,500 for training after they purchase their equipment, and I sure as heck don't want them to skip the training and get hurt and even ruin the sport. I worry more about their safety, but also for what that would do for the sport. As far as people, you get enough deaths, enough accidents, and people not teaching you the right things, and then sooner or later we will be regulated. And right now, I believe in the freedom of flight. I don't believe in ratings. I don't believe in certificates, and I don't want to have to get that. And by the way, our FAA requires none of that. So if you start seeing people talk about certification and ratings, it's all a scam to get you into their group, to get you into their organization. They're worthless as far as the FAA is concerned. Completely worthless. It's a scam. When you come in here, I'm going to show you some of the things. A lot of my videos will show you things before you come in. When you come in here, you can spend as long as it takes to keep you safe. There's no 5-day period. There's no 10-day period. There's no 2-month period. You can come in as often as you want, take as much time as it takes. Everybody has a different learning curve, and so my philosophy has always been, don't put a price tag on it, don't put a time limit on it, because that will keep people from getting the kind of training that each person needs. Everybody learns at a different rate. I have students, my youngest student is 11 years old, my oldest student is 92. Everybody moves slower, thinks slower, reacts slower, and learns slower than the other guy. And some people just pick it up, some people need more. I don't want to lock you into something that you might need more for. So I'm gonna give you as much time as you need when you come in here. When you come in, I'm gonna show you and teach you the rules of this. And I don't sit there and go over them with you. I'll show you what they are, and this is some of the stuff we're going to have to do a ground schooling. And in our ground schooling, I'm going to show you where to get the information that you need, so I don't have to spend the entire class, hour after hour, going over things that you can study for in your own spare time. Now, it is true, I don't sit there and go over the FAR Part 103 with you. You can look that up online. It takes about 10 or 15 minutes for you to look it up. And since we have students coming and going at different times of the week, we don't want to have to keep going over all of this. We'll show you where to find this information. We'll tell you what the rules are, and then we move on from there. When it comes to maintenance of your equipment, I have a pre-flight and maintenance video that I follow. You will get an owner's manual to show you how to work on your machine, and you can call me up anytime you want. Our phone lines are open from 8 in the morning until midnight, and there's a video on my website in my Flight Junkies YouTube channel, and you can see a video for almost every aspect of powered paragliding. Launch techniques, foot launch techniques, forward launch techniques, reverse launch techniques, pre-kiting your wing, how to pack your wing up, how to work on your motor, how to do a pre-flight and maintenance check on it, how to change a jet, how to change the props, how to change the belt, and a start to finish. So when you come in, you can go back, and if you miss something, you can always review it or call me up and I'll tell you the information on where to get it. While you're here, however, I need to keep you safe. And you're not going to sit there hour after hour after hour in a classroom. That doesn't improve your takeoffs. That doesn't improve your landings. That doesn't improve your skill level in the air. And my philosophy is to keep it simple, stupid. It's the KISS method. You know that old saying. And that's what I like to do. I don't want to flood your mind with so much information sitting there in a classroom talking to you about the Bernoulli's principle and how air flows over a wing and creates low and high lift and drag and this and that. I'm going to teach you how to fly the aircraft safely. I'm going to tell you where the dangers are, what can hurt you, and how not to do it. And I'm not going to flood your mind with things and waste time that I only have with you teaching you things that you can do in your spare time when you go home. And again, this has nothing to do with your safety because it's stuff that you can do, like reading your owner's manual. That's something you can do, you know, with a bag of Cheetos and a Mountain Dew and sitting on your computer and playing the disc or watching the safety videos. We can spend the time you got here hands-on, getting to it. Where you're really going to learn is out in the field, holding a wing, touching a wing, kiting a wing, me telling you what you're doing and not doing right. When you're flying, you're going to be under my eye, and my eye is good. I have eyes like a hawk. And some of the guys, they come down, they say, man, I don't even know how you knew I was doing that. And I'm like, I can tell by the way the wing was reacting. I can tell by the way it's flying, whether you're nervous. And some of these guys, I can tell that they're stiff by the way the wing flies, just looking at it. I've been doing this almost 30 years, so I can spot things that the novice instructor can't. And some of these schools are using guys that have only been flying for a year, and they're pumping them out there so they can have another instructor there. I just think that's ridiculous. I just think that's absolutely ridiculous. If you want to go to that kind of thing and you want to pay $3,500 for that, you can. And if you learn more, there are some people that actually want to do more bookwork. But I'm going to tell you, my philosophy's worked really good so far. We have a perfect safety record for a lot of different reasons. I err on the side of caution when it comes to weather. I let my students see the kind of weather that I'm changing my mind about in the morning, so they get a first-hand glimpse of stuff that I would pass on. And sometimes the students sit there and they go, man, really, it's not good enough to fly? And I go, no, I'm looking at this, I'm looking at that. Here's the weather report. I teach them where to go, and I teach them the resources hands-on while I'm right there next to them. So it's not like I'm not going to teach you to be a meteorologist. You can get on and check the weather forecast for the next few hours or for the day or for the week or for the next 10 days if you want. You can also go outside, and that's where I teach you the hands-on, out in the field type of evaluations that I make when it comes to weather and safety. So anyways, this is the kind of stuff that you're going to learn when you come in. I'm going to teach you about the equipment. We're going to be doing ground schoolings. We're going to be watching some safety videos. But the majority of the time, it will be actually flying the equipment, because that's where you really learn. And if you like someone that spends more time in a classroom, you didn't lose anything by coming here. You can always go pay somebody to have you do that. There's plenty of people that'll take your money if you want to do that, or you can get online and read some of that stuff for yourself. And again, I'll point you into the right resources into my videos. I have developed a lot of the techniques for just about everything in this sport. I was there from the beginning, and I'm still out here right now, and I guarantee I'm the last guy they wanted you to find. They don't want you to find Flight Junkies. They don't want you to know about our free training. They don't want you to know about the equipment differences, and we hope to have you in here because you'll see for yourself. And if you ever want to come in and just monitor our classes, we encourage you to come. If you're out there and you've been told not to come to us anyways, and then you'll see what we do. We let everybody come in and sit there, see the equipment, try it on, look at it, and they're welcome to sit in on the training to see what we do. But as far as our students go and our customers, we take care of them. it's unlimited. There's no time limit. There's no price tag. So that's what I want you to know when you come in here. Don't expect to be overloaded with so much information sitting there at a table doing book work. Come on in, see what it's about. Let's get you flying and be safe. God bless and have a great day.